Network marketing. Some look at it as a blessing, others look at it as a curse. So many people who are making a lot of money, but more people are not making any at all. So many questions that you may be wondering, which side of the aisle am I on? Am I the one that's going to be actually making money, or am I going to be the one that's going to be hurt and not making anything at all? This is the ME Show.
On me, girls on me, on the dance floor, all eyes on me. Who is he? Then you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be. All eyes on me,
all eyes on the prize. Money supersized, G5 super fly, should be supervised. Do or die, open up your eyes, head to the sky. Keep a mean bad mommy on the side. Make a tsunami, kamikaze on the mind. Spit flow, paparazzi, flash shine, get dough. Champagne, Merlot, cash and tango. In the VIP, now she wanna touch her ankle. Get low, mueve mami como el dembow. All eyes on me, peeping through the window. Get mine, get yours, believe it or not. In the meantime, I'ma keep my eyes on the
all
top.
eyes on me, drinks on me, girls on me, on the dance floor. All eyes on me, who is he? Man, you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be.
Hey everybody, Ali Midawi in here with a raspy voice this morning, and I am super excited to spend yet again another live with you. And I work and focus on struggling entrepreneurs who need to leverage social media and the digital space to create brand equity and revenue. And today I'm going to talk to you about a topic that for most people in network marketing, it's like the untold story that most people don't even want to talk about. And I understand why. I've recently recorded an audiobook that is coming out in just about 2 weeks called The Lion Network Marketer, the audiobook. And I cannot wait for you all to get to hear it, because it is the same book that we sold in 7 countries 4 years ago, but with a twist. For every chapter from 2016, I match it with another chapter from 2020. So that's why it is an extended version of the book itself. And shout out to Truth Be Told Media and Mr. B himself, who have executively produced it. And they put a lot of work, a lot of manpower on it. And I cannot wait for you to get the quality sound that we're put together for you. Now, keep in mind, in order for you to get access to the book for free, you just got to go to winwithali.com, and you want to make sure that you opt in to my inner circle, which, by the way, there's nothing for you to buy. There's absolutely zero credit cards or nothing like that you can be part of. It's just a place for a resource, and you get daily coaching and training from me directly to you. And when the audiobook is released, you are going to get your copy at no cost to you, or you can just wait for everybody else, with everybody else, when the book officially released and you can make a purchase. Now, let's talk about today's topic. I want to talk to you about the biggest lie there is about network marketing. And the biggest lie is not anything negative or, oh, it's a scam or companies don't work. The biggest lie is within. The biggest lie that, unfortunately, we as network marketers convince ourselves that we are entrepreneurs. I know this is going to hurt a little, but let me elaborate. See, entrepreneurship is you taking a financial risk and time risk in order to create your freedom, instead of giving your time for someone else and playing it small. Now, the reality is there is a checklist of issues, challenges, adversity that entrepreneurship comes with that most people are not willing to go through or overcome. Most people like the comfort. Most people like the easy pathway, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, listen, as long as you're making a decent living, as long as you're happy and it is aligned with your core values, you do what you need to do. But what I will tell you here and right now is that, unfortunately, many individuals come into the network marketing space and they are not educated on what entrepreneurship is, and or have the wrong expectations. Are you an entrepreneur, by the way? Let me know. And the reason I share this with you is because extremely over the last 5 to 10 years with social media, everybody with a camera gets on live and say, hey, I'm an entrepreneur, because that's just a cool thing to say. But are you really doing entrepreneurial activities? Are you really doing what it takes, what you must do in order to create success? Here's the thing. I fail more than what I succeed, but I fail forward. I can tell you, and I use this with our members in our community this week. Michael Jordan played 17 years and only won 6 seasons. That means that he lost more than he won. LeBron James has been in the NBA for 16 years. And guess what? He only won 4 times out of 16. That means if you look at it from a numbers perspective, he's lost more than he's won. Derek Jeter, and I can go on and on and on about anybody who has ever achieved something great. Tom Brady, 2 decades, and he only won 6 championships. Now, some of you say only, right? He's known as one of the best, if not arguably the best quarterback in the history of the game. But unfortunately, most of us do not focus on how to fail forward. In network marketing, no one prepared us. No one told us that you have to become an entrepreneur. You have to understand marketing. You have to understand sales. You have to understand budgeting. You have to understand profits and losses. And because of that, we tend to fall into the trap of the lying network marketer. So I'm giving you a preview of the book right now. And what you're going to learn is that if you don't take the time on working on yourself to become a professional, you are not going to make it in network marketing. You may make a couple of $100 every month here and there, but you are not going to make a full-time income. There is no ignorance on fire anymore. Those days are long gone. Do you know why? Because back in the day when ignorance on fire was the cool thing to do, there was no social media. People weren't all about smartphones. There was no instant access for people. So by the time they catch on that you have no freaking idea what the heck you're talking about, you already made it to the top ranks. Now, the first interaction you're having with someone, by like literally while they're talking to you, they're already clicking. They're already going through Google. They're already going through your company name and whatnot. So it is incredibly important that you are documenting and marketing yourself the right way. It is incredibly important that you are able and capable to back up what the heck you're talking about. Otherwise, you're going to be challenged silently. What I mean by challenge silently, so when somebody challenges you in network marketing, they say things like, are you making money? Well, how do you know this isn't a scam? Well, it's too good to be true. Those are vocal challenges. The silent challenger is, awesome. Well, let me just talk to my wife and I'll get back to you. That is someone who did not know how to tell you that I think this is too good to be true, that I think this could be a scam, that I think this is a bad experience. And by default, what ends up happening, they just walk away silently and never respond to you. You would refer to them as ghosts, right? I've been ghosted. So what can you do to become a professional? Well, first things first, make a decision to make a professional. Introduce yourself. Go to the live. And when you do that live, allow everybody to understand who you are. Allow everybody to learn more about your core values, your reason why, as some call it. One doing that is going to allow you to establish yourself as a brand new entrepreneur, because there is no in between. You are either all in entrepreneurship or you are not. It is not a clock in, clock out type of lifestyle. Yesterday was my 13th year anniversary with my wife. We hang out most of the day, but I also worked most of the day because my wife and I are entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurship for us is a lifestyle. It isn't, I'm taking the day off today. There is no such thing. You just make life fun and you do life together while you're making money. That's how you have to become a professional. You have to create a laptop lifestyle, as we call it in our community. And as Debbie Morton, if you don't know who she is, you definitely want to connect with her. So the first thing is you must become a professional, not just network marketing, in business overall. And how do you become a professional? You have to continually educate yourself. I didn't say educate. Continually educate yourself. Education is an ongoing process. It isn't an event. If you say, well, I went through this training once, I'm good, you really need that training even more. So continual education, and the more you learn, the more you grow. The more you grow, the more you advance as a professional. The more you advance as a professional, the higher your reach is going to be, the higher your influence is going to be, and therefore the higher your income is going to be as well. Number 2, you must work your face off. So network, not work, network marketing. It is an essential piece of making this thing happen. Some people think, okay, well, I'm just going to refer 2 people and I'm going to become rich. Nope. Your friends and family are not the answer to your wealth. You're going to have more people quit, 10 times more people quit than joining you. You're going to have people who are going to take advantage of you and have you work hard for them and place people in their business, and they're just going to walk away like like they never really cared at all. That's part of it. And I share that with you not to be pessimist or not to be negative, but because part of the reason most people quit network marketing is no one had this conversation with them. I have this conversation with everybody when they want to work with me, and I'll let them know honestly, listen, this is going to be the hardest thing that you're going to do professionally and probably personally. You're going to be challenged. You're going to feel like quitting a couple of times. You're going to feel like cursing every single minute. It is frustrating. You're going to be like extremely upset with people lying to you and not taking you seriously. You're going to be judged. You're going to be even ridiculed at times. Do you want to go through that? And when people will say, oh, I'm ready. Good. So now when you're having a bad day, I told you so. You were expecting it. See, when you prepare for a fight, you won't lose because you were prepared to get punched. Boxing, that is, not street fight. But if you walk into the ring expecting that I'm going to have a conversation with Tyson while Tyson is ready to charge on me, you set yourself up for failure. So you must understand that there is extremely hard work to be done, especially within the first, I'd say 12 months. The first 12 months are your education. The second 12 months is when you start transitioning, and then you rise to the top. That's just the way it is. Go ahead and open a restaurant. You will not be in profit until 18 months point or milestone. Go ahead and start real estate. You may sell a house here and there, but you're not really going to make serious money until the second year. It is okay. You just have to be prepared and understand the process. Number 3, and this is the biggest piece about network marketing. You ready for it? Drop the word ready if you really are. Here it is. The truth is good enough. The truth is good enough. There's a reason your company has top earners. There's a reason your company has very happy, satisfied customers. Sure, there will be negative. There will be naysayers. There will be bad reviews. Again, give me one business that doesn't have any. But the truth is good enough. You don't have to twist it and turn it. You don't have to say, oh my God, you don't understand. It's the best and only opportunity in the world. There's no one like it, no one before it, and no one after it. Those terms will lead us to say, too good to be true. Amateur. Don't know what you're talking about. Been there, done that. Yeah, I heard that one before. And you get the silent challengers. So the truth is good enough. Let your testimony be a true testimony. You don't have to hype up how, you can make $1 million. Like who cares? You're not going to spend my money. So why would I tell you about my money that I'm making? What matters is the impact. Hey, let me just share with you what actually has taken place with the people that I'm working with. A specific situation with, John Doe. John Doe did not have any confidence, did not feel empowered at all, never had any success. And within a matter of 60 days, he's made $300. Now, for John Doe, that's a big deal because he's never made money online for the prior 5 years that he tried so many different companies. And here's what happened. He actually became a professional. He worked on his marketing skills. He's done this and this and this and that. See, that small win will be more powerful than me saying, let me introduce you to Joanne Doe. Joanne made $10,000 in her first 30 days. It is not relatable. So the truth is good enough. And when you implement these pieces that I just shared with you, you'll start experiencing the success that you want to have. Because the reality, and again, the reason I wrote the book in 2016 and the reason I recorded the audiobook with an additional chapter for each prior chapter in 2020 is because in network marketing, a profession that I love, that I adore, I see a lot of people who spend hard-earned money to do absolutely nothing. I've seen a lot of people who go to their wives and their husbands and say, honey, this is it. We're not going to take vacation. I'm going to work my face off. I'm going to go to convention. I need you to support me. and then they don't actually become a professional. They don't make the money that they wanted to make. This is why I wrote this book. So you no longer fall into the trap of the lying network marketer. It is extremely important that you accept the responsibility. You are 100% responsible of your own success, not your upline, not your downline, not your sideline, not the trainer or the presenter, not the top earner or the top producer. All those things are cliche titles. It is 100% up to me. I wake up with no customers and I go to sleep with no representatives. The moment you accept that responsibility is the moment that you start creating your success. It is time that you change this profession. According to the DSA, 97% of network marketers never make money. Well, let me rephrase that. Never make a profit. They make money, but just enough to pay their auto ships. That shouldn't be the case. And I am convinced that the real reason is lack of understanding of business. They're not prepared to build a business. They're told, go sell something to your friends and family. And they don't know anything about sales. Then they quit. Then they give up on themselves. The idea of I found what's going to get me to have my wife back home. Do you understand that feeling? Never forget it. September 10th, 2015. No, 2016. That was the day that my wife has said goodbye to her job. I'm sorry, August 10th, not September, August 10th. That was the last time my wife went to actually work a traditional job. Now, nothing wrong with a job. She had it for about 8 years. She worked really hard and loved what she did. But I wanted my wife home. I wanted the 10 hours she's given to someone else to come back to me. And that's why I fell in love with network marketing. But for the first 7 years out of my career, I was a lying network marketer. I lied to myself. I wasn't doing the required activities. I try to camouflage and hide from those who could call me out and blend with those who are actually doing work so I can be in the picture with top producers. Haha. That stuff doesn't work anymore, folks. It is time to change this profession to the better. So again, I cannot wait for you to listen to the audiobook. This Friday, in 2 days, we're going to release the official launch date of the audiobook. You want to go and opt into the inner circle in order for you to receive the audiobook as soon as it is ready for release at no cost to you, because everyone else is going to have to purchase it. So I cannot wait for each and every one of you to give me some feedback. Shout out to Truth Be Told Media company that is producing the actual audiobook itself. Make sure you visit truthbetold.tv. And shout out to you, Mr. B, as the executive producer, for doing what you do best. So much love to you all. I hope this message hit home with you. And let's change this profession. We are no longer going to fall into the trap of talking the talk, but we're actually going to do it. Appreciate you all. And until next time, peace out, everybody.